Hello, Cancer. Welcome to this reading. On October 21st, the universe is resetting your scales with a new moon in Libra. So in this video, we're going to be taking a look at this week ahead. That is October 20th all the way until October 26th, where we do indeed have a new moon in Libra on the 21st. So with that said, do keep in mind that this is a general reading. Take the messages as they resonate, drop the ones that do not, and feel free to check out your sun, moon, and rising signs. All right, so, new moons are always, and there's a Libra card that is definitely a good card for a new moon in Libra, the Two of Cups. But, new moons are always an opportunity for fresh starts. And, I think at this time, people are going to be looking at, where can I or where do I need to achieve balance in my life? Where can I create harmony within myself and within my partnerships? Some people may even be looking at like, what is fair, what is unfair right now in my situation? So these sorts of things could come up for you around the 21st here, as we do have this resetting of the scales in this new moon in Libra. So let's go ahead and let's get everything set up here. We'll get everything set up and in view, and then we'll get right into it. Okay, I think that's looking just about good enough to me. Energy on the bottom. You do have the Nine of Cups. All right, so the Nine of Cups is, to me, suggesting that during this maybe week ahead or maybe on this new moon, a couple days before, a couple days after, some of you may have a feeling of complete joy or a feeling of satisfaction in your life. Some of you may decide that it's a really great time to be in the present moment, to be in the now. This person here on the Nine of Cups card is in the now, okay? They're not in the future, they're not in the past. They are right here, they are right now, right? They are throwing their cup in the air and they're enjoying everything around them. And this can be a feeling of, joy, pleasure, celebration, these sorts of things. This is also wish fulfillment in the tarot as well, the Nine of Cups. So there could be something that you've been sort of like manifesting that wants to emerge for you here during this period of time. But let's see if we can get more details on all of that here as we take a look at all of the cards, okay? First, Cancer, I absolutely love what I see for you here. You have an incredible set of cards. Yeah. Wow. All right, let's just go ahead and dive in. Right away in the middle, there's not much more else for me to say, but it looks like some of you have a significant partnership that wants to emerge here. We'll talk about that. Some of you here are feeling very, very inspired and positive around this time. Right away in the middle, you have the Page of Wands. The Page of Wands is potentially a job offer or opportunity. This may be coming through a network. Someone within your network, like your friend group or your business network that you've accumulated or you've created for yourself. Maybe even your romantic partner or some partnership in your life. This opportunity may come through that someone in those areas for you because the Two of Cups is above it. For the singles here, there's definitely an opportunity to meet someone, okay? I will say that for sure. A couple days before, a couple days after, you may have already met this person, but this person would be very exciting to be around, or at the very least, there's an energy or an element of excitement that is found in the Page of Wands, meaning you may be very excited to have met this person or to have come in contact with this person, to go on a date with this person, or whatever the case may be, to talk to this person. There may be some excitement around that meeting here that is showing up. So I would say across the board, there is definitely a love message here, but there are also definitely other messages. In fact, usually I would say that this is closer to a career and finance reading, which I know many people like to come to my my videos for. But there is definitely a love timeline here. I'll try to get some details on the love timeline. But yeah, so actually the Page of Wands is the biggest card I see for people looking for jobs, as well. So This may feel like a dream come true, as the Nine of Cups is with the Page of Wands here. That is for sure. That could definitely be the case. Now, in the first column, you have the Three of Wands, the Hanged Man, and the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, with the Three of Wands, this represents adventure in life. I have a sense that some of you around this new moon in Libra are going to feel like you want to get out, you want to do something a little different, or maybe some of you are inspired to take a trip, or there are definitely two travel cards in this reading here, Eight of Wands and the Three of Wands. Some of you may actually be excited to go on a little trip or a journey, around this time. Some of you may be planning that out. Okay, if you're not going on a trip at this time, you may be actually planning it out, buying the tickets or sketching out the itinerary. Something like that could be on the table. But on a different level, the Three of Wands, it represents growth and expansion in one's life. And it's usually also a card of excitement. This person is an adventurer, you could say, especially with the Page of Wands and the Three of Wands. Very solid card. With the Hanged Man here, this card may suggest that some of you have recently been in a period of wait and see or limbo on something, okay? That would actually not surprise me, and I see that there are results coming in for you here. The Knight of Pentacles, it represents results in the tarot, usually results that are born out of something that you've worked hard for, okay? This person's a really hard worker in the tarot, so especially if you've been grinding, so to speak, if you've been really, really, putting in extra hours or working hard on something, the Knight of Pentacles is a card you want to see because it could say that all of your hard work is going to pay off. And I think for you, as I look at this further, the Hanged Man may suggest that you've been in limbo. Okay, you've been in a holding period. You've been in a wait and see on something, okay? And yet, despite that, you have not allowed that to, hold you back in any way, okay? Some people have a problem, or some people have, I should say, a hard time being in holding patterns. It's actually kind of hard to be in a wait and see limbo stage, but to me this reading suggests that you have been continuing to work hard on the end goal. You've seen the end. I think some of you have seen the end goal around something, and regardless of what timeline it was happening on, you've continued to make steps towards that goal with the Knight of Pentacles and the Nine of Cups. And now I think there may be an opportunity for you to grow and expand into this actually coming in here as well for you with that Three of Wands. This likely could be, this has a theme, or there is a theme around money here for you with this Knight of Pentacles and the Three of Wands, or career as well. So let's see if we can get some more details on that. You have the Two of Cups, the Page of Wands, and the Empress. Okay, the Two of Cups here, I love this for you. This is very much for me like a Libra card, because I know I'm doing the Cancer reading, right? But this is a new moon in Libra reading here. And, Libra, the sign of Libra is really associated with partnership and balance. And the Two of Cups is the biggest card of partnership in the tarot. So for me, this is a card that I'm expecting to see. You're actually the first sign I'm doing for this series of readings. And this Two of Cups, it really connects to deep partnership in the tarot. And in love, it's the best card to get because it's two souls linking up in this lifetime. It's a deep, deep, deep soul bond, soul union. If you believe in like the karmic relationships, like the soulmate, twin flames, those sorts of things, this would be the card for that, right? And even if you don't believe in that, which no judgments, this is just somebody you have a really, really, really deep connection with. That is the Two of Cups. So you have this here with an offer or opportunity in the Page of Wands, and this idea of growth and expansion, and this idea of joy, even enjoying some pleasures in life as well here with the Page of Wands, the Two of Cups, and the Nine of Cups. So there could definitely be a fiery sort of connection or union that some of you have here around this time, around this new moon in Libra. This looks really, really good. Now, additionally here, you do have the Empress, and the Empress, it does connect to abundance in the tarot because the Empress is a sign of fertility. It's actually the mother of the tarot, but you have to expand that out and realize that, or expand that out and suggest that this is around fertility, right? Fertility in the tarot, the ability to plant seeds in one's life and see them grow. It is a card of abundance. It is the planet of Venus as well. Venus is one of the love planets in astrology. And this is what I'm saying here. This column is actually very, very good for romance during this time for you. Absolutely. So I would not be surprised to see singles meeting somebody. I would also, for those in partnerships right now, if you're already in a partnership with someone, a romantic union with someone, you may just be having a really nice connection with your significant other. You really might. Or there may just be, an opportunity to go deeper into that partnership that you have with this person as well. Okay, so some of you may be thinking about like balance in the relationship, and in thinking about balance, you may find that that is very good for the relationship as well. Like, striking some balance that you've needed to talk about, or creating harmony somehow in the relationship may be very beneficial as you are looking at this new moon in Libra. It may be kind of like you may be undergoing new terms in that connection, okay? As well, for the people here for business, this, like I said, it could be a significant career offer, okay? One that comes with abundance in a certain sense here with the Empress and the Page of Wands. Again, maybe the ability to partner up with someone, or again, this offer is coming through your network, okay, here with the Two of Cups and the Page of Wands. In the final column, you have the Strength card, the Sun, and the Eight of Wands. So the Sun for me is the best card in the tarot. This is all about positivity, happiness. It's the happiest card in the tarot, and confidence, really. I do think that some of you may decide to use this new moon energy to ask yourself where you need to build confidence in your life, Additionally, if there's anything that needs to kind of be brought forward, the Sun would suggest that there could be a truth that is coming to light, okay? Anything that you are in the dark around, the Sun would expose it and bring it to the light as well. So if there's something that you need to know or need to see, the Sun's influence is very good for that. With the Eight of Wands, this to me would suggest that this situation is happening very quickly, okay? Whether this is the career offer or the love timeline here, the Eight of Wands, there's an element of speed, okay? And it's a card that connects to communication as well. Finally, with the Strength card, you're in a really powerful position right now. The Strength card is a card of power and also confidence. I do see you being in a very confident position, a very powerful position here with the Sun and the Strength card. You're in the driver's seat during this time on kind of, and you get to decide on like kind of where you want to steer the ship, okay? Particularly around your partnerships, particularly around your career offers. And when I say partnerships, I mean love partnerships or business partnerships here. You're in the driver's seat and you get to kind of steer that ship and see where it wants to go, steer that ship and take it where you want it to go. With that, the Eight of Wands, lastly, it does represent social media, okay? It does represent air travel, okay? And you actually do have the Three of Wands here as well. And the Eight of Wands may suggest this communication is coming in from a distance. I think I already suggested that, but it's a breakthrough card, okay? So for a reading like this, it's very good to see. So I think this is going to happen very quickly. All right, let's go ahead and Cancer, let's move into the clarifications portion of this reading here and see what we have for you here. All right, we'll go ahead and pull some of these Angel Answers Oracle cards, and then we'll also pull some tarot cards to clarify the initial messages. All right. Okay, Energy on the bottom, you have romance. Okay, not surprised to see that. Not surprised to see that at all. So, romance, I definitely see that there is a strong connection here that wants to come in for you at this time. Let's see what else we have. You have no and perfect timing. Okay, perfect. Let's see what else we have. We'll think about that no a little bit more. That's actually a soft no. There are two no's in this oracle deck. This is a soft no. Okay. Lastly, here you have remain positive, opportunity, and success. I see that you have been in a holding period, and during that time, during that holding period, you have remained positive. You have not, like I said, allowed yourself to sort of dip into lower vibrational frequencies or energies, and you have continued pointing your arrow in the direction you want it to go. Okay? And I think that you could have this opportunity to be rewarded here for that patience that you've had. Okay? So I like this for you. Let's go ahead and, Cancer, let's clarify this reading even more. We're going to go ahead and pull some tarot cards for you. Now, I do appreciate you being here. Thank you so much for spending your time with me, and I do hope things are going well for you. Okay. You do have the Magician, the Moon, and the Eight of Swords. Okay, this makes a lot of sense to me. The Moon is what you are in the dark around, or what you are in the dark about, okay? If this represents darkness. This represents hidden energy. And when I say darkness, I don't mean that in a negative way. I mean the absence of light, okay? This represents something that's hidden, something you can't see in your life. The sun, which is 18, the sun is 19. The sun exposes that, okay? It brings it out to the light. Okay, that is the idea, the moon into the sun. You have this combination here. You were in a holding pattern. You were in a wait and see. There was something that you didn't have an answer to with the Hanged Man and the moon here in the past, very clearly. Okay, and I do think that this tried your patience a little bit. I think this tested your patience a little bit here with the Eight of Swords. You may have felt like, when is this going to happen? You know, when is this going to happen? I've been working very, very hard. I've been working diligently on this outcome. It's not here yet. This may have, in the past year, you may have felt really restricted, you know, with that Eight of Swords. But the Magician and the Three of Wands, to me, would suggest that you have continued to manifest this into being, though. Okay, you have not allowed the, while you have felt a little restricted, while you have felt a little uneasy, the moon may represent uneasiness or anxiety or fear. You may have felt all of those things, but ultimately you didn't succumb to that. Okay, you felt those feelings, but you didn't succumb to it. You didn't allow that state of being to take you off your path. Okay, and the Magician is the master manifester in the tarot. You know, and it says that you have major tools, skills, and abilities. And with the Three of Wands, you can take those tools, skills, and abilities and expand on something. Okay? And I feel like this period of time is a really, really good period of time for you to expand. I think it's a really good period of time for you to grow, to manifest, and to bring something in. Let's see what else we have here. You have the Ten of Swords. You have the King of Pentacles, and you have the Queen of Swords. Okay, Ten of Swords, King of Pentacles, and the Queen of Swords. This is interesting, okay? I will say this, I was really not expecting to see the Ten of Swords come in with the Two of Cups, okay? But this is why we clarify. I'm still going to say that the initial read holds, and that there is a beautiful opportunity for singles to meet someone. And I also think there's a beautiful opportunity for people in partnerships to strike a balance or create harmony at this time. I really think there is. Okay? Having said that, it feels like in one of those areas here, there needs to be some releasing. The Ten of Swords, it represents releasing. It represents an ending, a strong ending in the tarot, but more so it's about releasing, okay? Usually new moons are not about releasing. Usually new moons are about manifesting, about planting a seed. Full moons are usually about releasing. So let me actually see when the next full moon is. That would be on the 5th of November, so a couple weeks from now. And that would be a full moon in Taurus. Okay. Maybe you want to mark that on your calendar for some people, as we do have this card of releasing. But for now, what may have happened here for you is that there may have been a past partnership, or there may have just simply been something that you needed to let go of. You needed to accept an ending in order for you to make the path available that is now available to you right now. Okay? Some of you may have had to go through some deep releasing, and maybe it was with a person, okay? Queen of Swords, King of Pentacles. Maybe some of you had to release an old way of the nature of your work. Like maybe some of you had to go through some releasings in work and career and finance. But now that it feels like that is behind you. And by the way, let's see here. When was the previous full moon? Because now I'm curious. I think I remember that being pretty. Oh yeah, that was the just recently, the full moon in Aries. There may have been something that happened on or around the 6th of October for you, October 6th, that you let go of, okay? And now here, as we look at the 21st here of October, the new moon in Libra, some of you are ready to plant this new seed and bring in this partnership. With the King of Pentacles and the Queen of Swords, these cards can represent people in your life. The King of Pentacles, this may be somebody that is hardworking and practical, as well as the Knight of Pentacles, but this is about your habits and your routines and how they set yourself up for success, which I see some of you, I think the majority of you have really good habits and routines at this time, okay? And I think that this is opening a path for you to accept this offer or to have this opportunity that's coming in. And the Queen of Swords, it may represent cutting or severing something from your life, or just communicating on something directly, or communicating with someone directly. You have the World, you have the Knight of Cups, and you have the Three of Pentacles. Yep, so the Knight of Cups, my initial read on the love timeline here is still really solid, okay? The Knight of Cups is courtship, okay? It's somebody interested in you, okay? Somebody who's really, really interested in you, formally, courting you, or, wanting to date you, or whatever the case may be. And you have that here with the Sun, okay? So this is a very positive connection. It's very clear to me, though, that there needed to be some releasing that took place for you, okay, in partnerships and unions here. And as we look at the new moon energy, you're now redefining what that looks like. You're looking at your partnerships. You're looking at, what are the terms that you want to have, for yourself in your life, And I think some of you may say that as a part of these terms in my future partnerships, I need to make sure that I can strike balance with these people, and I need to make sure that I can have harmony in this connection. And I think some of you are looking at that here. But this seems to be really, really positive, okay? This is a blessed union for some people, whether this is in business or this is in love, okay? There's something coming to a close, and it's going to be very nice for you with the Ten of Swords and the World here. And I think it's probably just a completion, which this, interestingly enough, the completion is actually the new beginning, because you've been working and manifesting towards the new beginning. So that new beginning is a completion in it of itself. Okay, I know it's a little convoluted, but hopefully that makes sense. And then the Three of Pentacles is your colleagues, or it could represent building something amazing as well, promotions. You do have the Ace of Swords. Here it is. You have finally the first ace of this reading, which is a breakthrough. So you've got breakthroughs here. This is really, really solid for you here, Cancer. Let's see here. Let's take a look at the tarot clarifications for you. Sorry, not the tarot clarifications, the Kipper. Let's take a look at the Kipper cards. My apologies. All right. Yep, there's the releasing with the coffin. You have concern. There's the holding pattern. You have poverty. Maybe it was a little bit challenging. Courthouse, unexpected income. and Lovers. Okay, yeah, makes sense to me. There was a releasing here that very clearly needed to happen. Concern, you were in this holding pattern, you were in this wait and see. It was like, you were really anxious about this during this period of time, but again, you didn't let that hold you back or take you off your path in any sort of way. And it may even been like some of you may have lost hope. Okay, you may have lost hope, but you didn't stop working. Okay, you didn't stop firing, so to speak, with the poverty card, but you kept going. And I think that you are about to be rewarded for this here in a pretty nice way here with unexpected income or Lovers with this partnership here. Not sure what's going on with the courthouse, to be fair with you. You do have expectation. I think this is probably what you were releasing at this time. Thank you so much for being here. If you enjoyed this, hit the like button, subscribe, and I'll most certainly be talking to you again soon.